Hello everyone and welcome to the new section of the course. If you watched the previous videos on product vision, strategy and roadmaps, you know that in product management we rely on strategic product roadmaps to figure out which projects to work on next. If a problem is already well understood or we need to fix a product bug, we can start working on the solution right away. But on the other hand, if we need to understand a problem more, we can carry on with additional research to discover and validate a problem. And that's what we will do in this section of the course. These steps are usually driven by a product manager together with a UX designer or researcher. Depending on how the product management process is organized in your company, engineers may or may not be involved in the process. The best practice, though, is to engage engineers in the problem discovery and provide them with full business context as well as access to customers. As Marty Kagan once said, if you are only using your engineers to code, you are only getting about half their value. If you now wonder why you should participate in the discovery stage, here are several arguments for you. Engineers bring disruptive technology-based innovation because they know what is just now possible, doable, and achievable. The business side of the company simply cannot know enough about the underlying technology to do this. Let me give you just one example from the Disney company and their Magic Band product. In the mid-2000s, Disney executives were concerned about a declining trend in several key visitor satisfaction metrics at Disney World, Disney's flagship theme park. Around half of the first-time visitors claimed that they wouldn't visit the park again due to long waiting lines and pricey tickets. To cope with this worrying trend, Disney assembled a team of technology thought leaders aimed to reinvent visitor experience to stay relevant among young, tech-savvy Disney fans. The team wanted to completely re-engineer the typical day in the park, from how guests enter the park, plan their day, unlock their hotel room door, and more. So after researching more on user problems and existing behaviors, the Magic Band prototype came into play, an RFID-based wearable device that could serve many purposes: room key, admission ticket, credit card. So this is an example of an innovative solution that wasn't requested by the customers, but created by designers and engineers who saw the customer frustrations and came up with ideas on how to use existing technology to completely revamp the user experience. However, to come up with such kind of innovations, you, software engineer, need to understand their business context. This includes understanding vision, strategy and strategic roadmap, as well as market trends, competitors' landscape, and customer problems and frustrations. If you are still not convinced why problem discovery and validation is something that you should be concerned about, let me also assure you that participating in the meeting with users and listening to their problems, needs, and expectations is an excellent way for an engineer to develop user empathy and become more user-focused instead of focusing mostly on the technical aspect of product development. And even though you won't be driving the problem research and conversation on your own, unless you play the role of a product manager, the knowledge of how to research and validate a problem and what questions to ask will pay off greatly in your core product development tasks. So this was a rather long but much needed intro to this section where we will cover steps needed to discover and validate a problem, including user research, market research, and competitor analysis. We have a lot to cover, so let's get straight into work. And I'll see you in the upcoming lecture.